Oh my god, this episode was so adorable. It was so goddamn cute. Oh my god. Oh, I think I have diabetes. It was so sweet. Okay. Alright. Now I got that out of my system. Synopsis for this episode. Goku's ki is all out of whack from, abusing the Kaio-ken with the SSGSS form during the tournament. He can't control his instantaneous movement. His flight, he couldn't slow himself down from flying, so he ends up plowing straight through his house, completely wrecking that. And so, because the house is wrecked, they had to go stay at Gohan's. Gohan's out on a business trip, so they're babysitting Pan while he's away, along with Piccolo, because of course, that's what Piccolo does now, is he babysits Pan. And, just, hijinks and things like that ensue. And it's cute and adorable, and I pretty much love the entirety of this episode. It was just the fantastic example of slice of life, Dragon Ball style, and I loved so much of it. Now, let me just go ahead and do the pros, cons things. Okay, first off, pros. So I really liked this episode. There was a lot to like about this episode. First off, the whole drawbacks of the Kaio-ken, that late onset ki disorder thing that Goku gets from abusing the Kaio-ken. I really like that concept because it gives more of a negative impact of the Kaio-ken. It makes it a little bit more dangerous, and it's just even though he has this perfect ki balance, these techniques aren't meant to be combined at all. So when you do it, when you combine these power-ups, it fucks you up. And, I believe even more so now that if Goku had used this with any other transformation, he would have died almost immediately. I could totally buy that now. If he had been Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3, I could totally see, that shit killing him. As before, I was just kind of oh, this is... I don't know if I buy it, but, they're really playing it up. They're really selling the gimmick to me, and I'm buying it. I definitely appreciate them going a little extra distance, but that's boring plot related shit. Let's talk about the characters, because the characters are what really fucking shined in this episode. First off, my waifu Chi-Chi. She's bringing it. She was amazing. She was so sweet. Just seeing her interacting with Goku, and her being genuinely worried about him, because people are oh, she's such a bitch, blah 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 blah, she's fucking horrible. And it's no, she has a really sweet, nice side to her, and it's nice to see that Super's focusing on that a little bit more now, because we had that during the tournament where he got kicked out of the ring by Frost, and now we're seeing it again here, where she was really concerned. You see genuine concern on her, and I really appreciated that. Just seeing them together as a family with her and Goku and Goten, it was nice. It was nice to see the Sun family being a goddamn family, because you don't fucking see that ever. I really appreciated that. Something else I also really appreciated was seeing Piccolo in this episode. Piccolo was also a phenomenal highlight. You see him oh, okay, you guys are here. I'm gonna let you do the babysitting thing. I have important Piccolo things to go do. But then he goes and leaves this huge fucking list of she likes to be fed this at this time. She likes to watch this. She likes this. You need to do this for her. He has this huge fucking list of just all these little Pan factoids, and it was nice. It was such a great little dynamic to Piccolo's character, and the fact that, kind of shows that, let's be honest, Piccolo's the better dad than Goku, and, because, he's actually babysitting for Gohan, and he has this really close attachment to Pan. Honestly, I kind of wish this would have been something that would have been played up, possibly in GT. That would have been fucking great. But, I guess they didn't really play it up in End of Z, so I guess I can't blame the GT writers for not going that route, but still. This is something, this facet of Piccolo has become my, favorite character element of him. This is the most interesting Piccolo has been to me since the Saiyan arc. This is a new facet to Piccolo that's just interesting, and it's really cute. When fucking Pan calls him Piccolo, I melted. It was adorable. All of the DAWs were just It was so cute. I loved it. And speaking of things that made me go duh and were so fucking cute, Goku and Pan. Oh my god. Like, just, seeing him, playing with Pan and just, oh my god, being a grandfather, that was phenomenal. That was great stuff. There isn't a whole lot of it, but it's like, what is there? Like, we sitting there like doing a little. He's like holding her up like she's a fucking airplane, and because she can't fly yet, and he can't like take her up to fly because he might hurt her because of his ki disorder. And I loved that entire sequence. It was just one of this episode is full of genuinely cute, sweet moments, and you get to see Piccolo and Goku sitting on a roof, sharing a bro moment in that moment as well, where they're like just two grandpas just taking care of this kid, and it's sweet. It's like, it is one of the most heartfelt moments just in the entire franchise, because Dragon Ball doesn't really have a whole lot of low-key moments, and Super's done a really good job of bringing those low-key moments to the forefront. And there's one thing, like I've said before, time and time again, there's one thing that Dragon Ball Super does insanely well. It is these little, nuanced character moments, and I love them just so much. Also, speaking of fantastic character moments, when Pan goes missing and Goku is genuinely worried, like he's freaking the fuck out, and he starts thinking about like just the little bit of interaction he had with her, and like it clicks with him. Just Pan's someone who's really important to him, like what she really means to him. The fact that Goku doesn't really have a whole lot of grandpa memories to share, like that was just good. It was well crafted. I liked it. And like I said, heartfelt, tender, emotional. These are words that you don't really associate with Dragon Ball, and I kind of wish we got more of that in this series. Like, honestly, if Dragon Ball Z had more of these moments, and GT had more of these moments, and like the whole franchise has had more of these slower, more low-key, more emotional moments, like, it would elevate those shows so much more for me. It'd be so nice. Something else that was also really nice, and talks about like family moments, is Gohan. We can see Gohan. He's doing his business trip thing, and they reference that seminar or talk that he had to go do, and his conference. There we go. They reference his conference they had to go do, and that he had a chance to be like an aide to some like professor or whatever, some teacher, and he was just like. And it would have been this really fantastic opportunity, but he turns it down because, like he wants to be a successful scholar, but not at the risk of turning his back on his family, not being there for them, which is a lesson Goku should really fucking learn. But, hey, Gohan's there, he's holding it down, being a great fucking character, regardless of what anyone else wants to say, because Gohan is a phenomenal fucking character, regardless of how many fucking jokes the show wants to make about him being weak, and how other people want to take shots at him for being fucking weak. That motherfucker's holding it down. He's one of the strongest fucking people in the series, and he's, he has like a family and a job, and that is more than most of the fucking Z fighters could ever fucking say. So all of them can suck Gohan's dick, because fuck them. Gohan is like one of the best. Outright. Now for the cons. The cons here, first off, animation. Gotta talk about the animation. Oh my god, the animation was really fucking bad in this episode. And like, it wasn't like it was just like, oh, like the faces are off model, or no, just Jesus Christ. Every scene had like something that just didn't look right. Like the characters, just their proportions weren't correct, and the way they were posed, it was just awkward. And oh man, I think like the scene that stood out the most for me, just being jarring as hell, is when Gohan goes to like rest his head on Goku's lap. Like Goku's sitting on a couch talking to Chi-Chi, and like Gohan goes to Goten goes to rest his head on Goku's leg, and it should have been like kind of a cute scene, but all I did was fucking laugh because he looked like a fucking plank of wood, just because he was just so awkwardly there. And it was, like whoever did that did not understand perspective. And yeah, perspective and angles and positioning yeah, everything just looked way off this episode. It was so fucking awkward looking. Like, that's like the worst this series has ever had, I don't think, but it was really awkward looking. That being said, it's a slice of life episode. It was, so 4-tier or 4-star animation, high tier, visuals wasn't really needed. It doesn't really hurt my enjoyment of it. That Goten looking like a plank of wood scene did make me laugh inappropriately. So, maybe animation counts a little bit. Maybe it should have been a little bit better. But yeah, the animation doesn't matter that much. Yeah, the animation was not good by a long shot in this episode. That being said, though, it was a cute slice of life episode, and that visuals were not the selling point of this story. Now, something that does ruin the selling point of this story is the motherfucking Pilaf gang. Jesus Christ. Like, I love the Pilaf gang. I love the Pilaf gang so goddamn much. Prior to Battle of Gods, I loved every friggin' instance I got to see them. Whether it was, their canonical showings within the anime, or in the manga, or the their little fillers that they showed up in Dragon Ball, or when they showed up in GT. I loved all that stuff. I thought they were really well utilized throughout the entire series. And then, fucking Battle of Gods happens, and they're turned into kids, and they're fucking just shoehorned into that movie. You could cut them out entirely. You could cut out every single one of their scenes from that movie, and that movie still functions completely perfectly. Like, nothing would change if you just cut them out of that movie entirely. And that's not good utilization of their characters. The Golden Frieza arc / Resurrection F, they're used well there, because, it's like, oh, the Pilaf game, try to find the Dragon Balls. Gotta use them to find Dragon Balls. That's fine. But then, it's... Yeah, if you're not gonna... But then here, they're just... Oh, Goku's sick. We should go take Goku out. Yeah, why? Why are they doing this? What is the fucking purpose? I don't fucking understand. I don't know what the fuck their motivations are. And really, it's just Pilaf's motivation, because the other two don't even seem to give a shit. And it was a really weird use of his character. It was a pretty fucking terrible use of his character. And yeah, I just... Their scenes in this episode, because they take up the whole last third of the episode, and they derail what was a great fucking slice of life episode. I think we could have had silly Pan hijinks without them being there, and it probably would have been better. I kind of where she breaks out of their ship or whatever, and she's flying, and that's a really cool moment. I thought that was great, but just everything else with the fucking Pilaf gang in this episode, it's just... God, fuck off, guys. You're not doing anything. I still don't know why the fuck you're kids in this fucking show. In Battle of Gods, I guess, narratively it's sort of purpose, because, you got the shipper with Trunks. But that's not even the case with Super. Or you got the ship Maya with Trunks, there we go. That's not even the case in Super, though. It's just... They're just there. They're there, they're kids, and Super's never explained why the fuck they're kids. We don't even know why the fuck they're even here in this episode, other than, how the fuck do they even know anything about Goku, or what the Saiyans are, or anything? Where are they getting this information? Did they follow the Garo school of robotics, and, have little tracker robots following them around so they could learn everything for, the last 30 years? Is that what's going on? I don't know. It was dumb. Their involvement in this episode really fucking derails it, and takes what would have been a 10 out of 10 episode in my mind, and lowers it to the meager score of 9 out of 10. Yeah, okay, yeah, 9 out of 10. Even with Pilaf fucking this shit up, it's still an amazing episode. Pilaf Pilaf and the gang being just horribly, awkwardly, stupidly shoehorned into this episode could not hurt just how good the rest of this fucking episode was. And even some of the scenes with them, really just the Pan shenanigans, was cute, because then I got to forget about why they were actually, there in the first place. Fuck. Why couldn't they have just been trying to, I don't know, rob Bulma or something? Well, no, it's not Capsule Corp shit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you could have done to integrate them naturally into this story, but fuck, just having them show up like that, just, And it's just, yeah, they were working at Waiters, and they, like, overheard a conversation from Gohan. And apparently they know where Gohan lives, and they know that Gohan is Goku's son. And they apparently remember that Goku was the kid that kicked the shit out of them all those years ago, even though they, like, haven't, seen him in forever. It's weird. Yeah, and it never even comes up in the Super arc. Like, in Battle of Gods, it comes up that they recognize Bulma, that they recognize Goten. In Super, it's not. Like, the Super, they don't even, like, acknowledge that whatsoever. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, fuck. Man, fuck the Pilaf gang. Like, I mean, I love the Pilaf gang, but fuck the Pilaf gang in Super. Like, I don't want them here. Like, they serve no fucking purpose. The show would be so much better without them. Battle of Gods would have been so much better without them. But whatever. Like I said, it's still a 9 out of 10 episode for me. Like, even them completely derailing it, like in the last third, could not undo all of the cute, sweet, heartfelt, just those hit you in the feel moments that this episode provided. And yeah, fuck it. It's still a 9 out of 10. It's awesome. Loved it. Doubt the next episode will be this good, because it's like some sort of weird fucking space adventure. But whatever, I got my great little slice of life episode, and I'm gonna ride this, this out for the next few weeks until hopefully something good happens. Till next time, Zeon, out.